Hi, welcome. I have 8:32 my time, so I'll just give everyone a few moments to sign in. And do say hello when you join. Give a like, wave your hand, give a comment. And I'm just checking that the sound on my phone is actually on, and it is, so wonderful. Fantastic. Hi, Brad. Thank you. Hi, Leah. Welcome. So glad you could make it. Excellent. Okay. Fantastic. I'm getting all of these notifications. It's been a while since I've done Facebook Live, so pardon me as I read a bit. But hello. Welcome, everyone. Okay, there we go. Now I can see everything on one page, but I did drop my notes, so pardon me as I bend down to pick them up. So I'm so happy that you joined us tonight to learn a bit more about how to live a more non-toxic lifestyle with personal care and otherwise just tips and tricks for living in our world today. Let me introduce myself. You already read my story. I'm Esther Bezborodko. I'm mom of 3, beautiful children, 2 girls and a boy. Wife of 1 husband. I live here in the Bronx in Riverdale, and by day I also teach data analysis. So I've got a bit of a varied lifestyle here. We do have 3 children, so my husband and I have done more than just replace ourselves in the world, so we both feel it's important to have a positive impact on the environment. And thank you. So let's start by talking about ways that we can do this. So of course you read the statistics. Personal care products. There are so many different products that are being used, like 80,000 products that are being used in our personal care, in our shampoo, in our creams, in our face lotions, in our sunblock, in our kids' sunblock, in diaper cream, whatever you're using. Only about 10% of them have ever been tested for safety. So that leaves a lot that is not tested. We just really don't know the impact of the ingredients of the products that we're using daily. So the U.S. to date has banned about 30, which is a big improvement that happened last year. Before that it was 11. The last time major federal legislation was passed on this subject was 1938. So quite a long time ago. We really need to make some progress. Canada, it bans about 600 ingredients, which is quite exciting. And I think I read something recently, and Brad, you might know more about this than I do, about more and more being banned from Canada, which is great. And the European Union has banned 1,400 or so ingredients from use in personal care products. U.S. woefully, woefully behind. So it's really important, and Canada woefully behind Europe, and both of them woefully behind Beauty Counter, which is the company that we represent, and Beauty Counter has actually banned over 1,500 ingredients. When I'm done chatting, I'm going to post a link to what's called the Never List, and definitely take a look at that, print that out, and keep it with you when you are shopping for personal care products, because that will tell you what to avoid. And yes, thank you so much, Brad. So the federal government in Canada is finally cracking down and catching up. U.S. needs a lot of work, but we're making impact. So all of these movements for safer products are making impact. We are promoting more legislation. A team from Beauty Counter actually went to Washington, D.C. last year to chat with some senators, to view a session of Congress, I believe, and to talk about legislation for safer cosmetics. I mean, the FDA is overloaded. They're all about process. Perhaps it's not the right agency to handle this, but something definitely needs to be done. So out of those 80,000 chemicals, 10% have been tested for safety. And we're using these chemicals constantly on our bodies, day in, day out. We're encountering them, people who wear perfume or any sort of scent. You're encountering them wherever you do, and you're like me. If you're like me, you're then having an allergy attack from it, because I'm very sensitive to synthetic fragrance. It does set off a sneezing attack on me. So that's something to be aware of. So we're constantly bombarded by all of these toxins around us, all of the environmental toxins, pollutants, etc. So what do we do to avoid them? Well, one of the best things that you can possibly do, it's so simple, is take your shoes off at the door. When you go into your house, take your shoes off. If people are really uncomfortable walking around in socked or bare feet, provide slippers for them. You know, have a couple of extra pairs of slippers at your front door, but get people to take their shoes off right when they walk in the house. Our shoes track in dirt, they track in pollen, they track in, if you're in the city like Jenny and I are, they track in dog poop and pee. I mean, I don't want that all over my house. I don't want my kids dropping food on the floor, picking it up and eating it from dog pee. Ugh. So take your shoes off when you come in. It is the single most impactful thing that you can do to have a more non-toxic lifestyle, and it's incredibly easy. Have a sign at the door, have a nice place for the shoes to go, and you're done. Please avoid synthetic fragrance. That's a big one. Synthetic fragrance it's a trade secret by the company. It can have a whole lot of different chemicals in it. There's no way to find out what's in it. Companies aren't required to say. And in fact, many products that list that they are paraben and phthalate free, if they have fragrance in them, chances are they're not. So parabens and phthalates are commonly in fragrance, and there's no way to tell that they're in there. They're also common allergens. They can be hormone disruptors. So basically, you see the word parfum, P-A-R-F-U-M, or fragrance on the label. It's best off to avoid it unless you can be sure that it comes from essential oils or a natural source. Another easy thing to do in the house, and I just finally did the full conversion over, is avoid plastic. Use glass or things like stainless steel over plastic. So I recently tossed all of our plastic cups, plastic kid stuff. BPA free, though it's good that it's free of BPAs, has been found to leach toxic chemicals into your food, into your drink. So stainless steel does not leach anything. Totally safe. Glass does not leach anything. And this is in a nice silicone sleeve, which should, in theory, protect it from shattering when it's dropped, or at least keep the pieces of glass here instead of all over the place. I haven't tested that yet. We don't drop that container. But it's really easy. You can find this really weighs partial ounces more than something like a Nalgene cup of 12-ounce cup. I weighed the difference. It's very little. So it's not adding weight, and it's more eco-friendly. They last longer. You're not disposing of them. Another thing you can do is ditch the disposable straws. So these are just small, simple changes. Small changes, big impact. So we use metal straws. You just wash them. I carry them around with me. Our landfills are filled with disposable straws, and it's really crazy how many you use on a daily basis if you pay attention. So take note, how many straws are you using day to day, and try not to. I get mine from a company called Norwex. I've seen them on Amazon. I've even seen them in stores. Just stainless steel straws. You'll want to get like a little brush so you can clean them out really well after you use them, but they're fantastic. They also keep cold drinks cold as you suck them up, which is really rather nice. Yes, and tell your servers, Leah, thank you. That's excellent. Tell your servers no straws. You don't need a straw to drink your drink. I do bring my straws with us, and if a restaurant will let me use them, we can use them. If not, we simply go no straw. Safer laundry or more environmentally aware laundry. Skip fragrances. They can be major allergens. Opt for biodegradable, better for the environment. I happen to love 7th Generation. Makes a fantastic no dye, no scent detergent that is not irritating to any of our skins. We're all very sensitive in my home. And Norwex is another brand that I like. It's a powder detergent that works really well. If anyone's interested about learning more about Norwex, I've mentioned them twice already. I'm really happy to introduce you via message to my Norwex rep. It's another direct sales company that I love. Reduce waste by ditching the dryer sheets, or make your own with some fabric that you just throw some essential oil drops on. Or what I love are the wool dryer balls. I've seen DIY. You can make them yourself. I've seen them on Amazon. You can buy them from various websites. If you like scented dryer sheets, just throw a few drops of your favorite essential oil on the ball, toss those in. Not only will those make your clothes as soft as fabric softener, they will also speed up drying time, so you won't need as long a spin in the dryer. So eco-friendly there. Food choices. Reference EWG's Dirty Dozen and Clean 15. I definitely support shopping organic, but it's not always financially possible to buy everything organic. And I like to think of this, if you eat the skin, then organic is probably best. The thinner skin fruits, where the toxins can seep in through the skin, or the skin is porous, then I opt for organic. But I always carry around that EWG list with me. It's a fantastic resource, and I try to buy from that. And the other fantastic option, which I think is in many ways better than shopping in a supermarket, is shop your local farmer's market, if you have one, or get involved in a CSA, community supported agriculture. You are having better tasting because it travels less, better tasting produce, and a reduced carbon footprint because, again, the food doesn't have to get as far to you. Now, I follow the 80-20 rule here. I love bananas. Bananas do not grow in New York. So yes, I still buy them. But I try to go ahead and buy other stuff locally. I'll buy in bulk from the markets. I'll get really old-fashioned and pickle and can, or in my case jar, things to store for the winter. I love to puree fruits and freeze them, make ices later all winter long, or use them as flavorings in something. It's a great way to extend the produce through the winter season, and there's a lot of DIY online on keeping your food fresh in the freezer. So on freezing fruits and vegetables and everything properly, and herbs as well. So buy those locally if you can. Many local farmers, even if they're not certified organic, follow organic practices. They just can't afford the certification because it's super, super expensive. Ditch nonstick. This is a hard pill for many to swallow, but unfortunately many of the nonstick at high temperatures can release some really toxic gas. I don't know, I remember as a kid having parakeets, and basically the instructions that came with the parakeets were don't use nonstick cookware because it kills the birds. And it does. The fumes will actually kill the parakeets. So I do remember that. I mean, that's back a long time ago in the early 80s, I think. Cast iron, when well loved and well seasoned, can be practically non-stick. I have some stainless pans that work beautifully, hard anodized, better than Teflon. So really avoid non-stick and invest in some other pans. If you're up for it, give things like Meatless Monday a try. Once a week, opt to go vegetarian or even vegan. It's great for the planet. It's really good for your health. You'll be forced to eat more vegetables, which is always a positive thing. So try going meatless one time a week, or there's other initiatives like Vegan Before Dinner, where you try to eat plant-based for all your meals up until dinner. There's so many variations on the theme, and I highly, highly recommend that you go ahead and try one of those out as well. As far as some living tips go, and I'm just watching my time here, take shorter showers. We all love long showers. I mean, who doesn't just love to luxuriate under that hot water, especially if you got like a rainfall or massage shower? It's amazing. But it's better not to waste a precious resource. And again, 80-20. If you need that long shower to distress, try to do it once a week instead of daily. Bike and walk when you can. So I'm very spoiled from living in the city. I don't really have to drive to get to many places. I can bike ride, I can rollerblade, I can walk to public transportation, which gets me there. We can also take just really long walks. It's good for your health, and it's good for the earth. Another great thing that you can do lifestyle-wise is to meditate. Reduce your stress, improve your brain function. Meditation has been shown to lower blood pressure, improve sleep, massively reduce stress. It is a beautiful thing. There are so many methods. Hi, Jenny. Welcome, welcome. There's so many methods of meditation. They don't all involve sitting in lotus position with your hands on your knees chanting Om. I don't do that. I have my own way of meditating. I can even do it on the train, and in fact, I often do. I will meditate on the train coming home from work. It's just a great time to de-stress, decompress, and switch modes from data expert and training expert to mommy mode. So do meditate, try it out. It's a great thing. Another thing that I love, another great tip, easy way to live more non-toxically, I'm making up words, it's late at night, is have a few houseplants. They actually do clean the air. The whole thing about talking to your plants, it's good. They clean the air that we breathe. They are wonderful. First of all, they make your home more beautiful. And they really do make the air more clean. Some recommendations: a bamboo palm, a spider plant. My favorite, which grows prolifically for me, and I do not have the greenest of thumbs, but I have yet to kill an aloe plant. I love having aloe plants. And the bonus of that is my kids break off the leaves and put it all over their bodies as a really healthy and safe moisturizer. So all good. Get some houseplants. If you're near the Bronx and you want a snip of an aloe, please let me know. I think I have about 6 offshoots of my current 2 plants. So it's a great thing to have. Carry reusable shopping bags. So this is something that I have to thank my mom for. She's been doing it for years and years and years. I just bought her a new one. And she has always carried for really longer than it became in vogue to do. She has a trunk full of, oh, Jenny, I'll bring you one to work. No problem. I just have to find a little pot to plant it in. But carry these reusable shopping bags so you're not taking the plastic, you're not taking the paper. I mean, how many paper book covers do we need to make anymore nowadays? I remember those from school, which is why we would take home the paper bags. But reuse your shopping bags. It's a great way to help save the environment, and even, you know, if you have some fun ones, look stylish while you shop. So those are some great tips on living. And now let's talk about what you're putting on your largest organ. So your skin covers your entire body. It is your largest organ. Certain parts of it are more, I don't know if I should say transdermal than others, but you know how medications come in patches and you can put them on your arm, put them on your back. There are definitely places where you're putting these patches where the medicine is going from the patch through your skin into your body. So your skin is porous, it does absorb things. So we're going to talk about putting safer things on your body. Before I do that, I want to talk about 2 really important things. One, as we talk about safer, please read labels. Become an avid label reader, not just for food, but for everything that you're putting on your body, for what you're bringing into your house, for the dishwashing detergent that you use, for the laundry detergent that you use. Really ditch the fabric softener. You don't need it if you use the wool dryer balls. They work even better, and they don't leave your clothes smelling oddly, as fabric softeners can. They also won't damage the fabric. Some fabric softeners I've read can damage certain kinds of fabric. These don't. So become a label reader. I'm going to post the Never List. That's our 1,500 ingredients. They're not 1,500 listed out. It's our top ingredients, which covers all 1,500. On your Beauty Counter website that your friend will share with you via message or one-on-one, or however they choose to share, whomever invited you to tonight, they can share their products, and all of the products have the full ingredients listed out. We are fully transparent. You will find every single product that we use, and you can click on the ingredient to learn more about it through our website. So if you have any questions, please do reach out to the person who invited you. If you found this invitation through public Facebook, please reach out to me, Esther Bezborodko, or Esther Cohen Bezborodko, as I am on Facebook, and let me know, and I'm very happy to chat ingredients and products with you. Wash your hair less often. This sounds crazy, but it is a really great tip. So your scalp produces oil, goes down throughout your head, right? And you notice when you wash your hair, when you don't wash your hair, it's oily. Well, what happens when you wash your hair every single day is, oh, pardon me, there's a question. Where do I find metal straws? So I've seen them on Amazon. I've bought mine from my friend who sells Norwex, which is another direct sales company. It comes in a pack of 4 and has a straw cleaner that comes with it. There's another website that I really, really love called Mighty Nest, MIGHTYNEST. You can actually set it up so that they'll donate a percentage of your sales back to your favorite school as well. And they sell the metal straws. That is also where I bought my small clean canteens from, and where I bought my large glass water bottle. And that's from Mighty Nest. And they've got some great sales, some great deals, and some wonderful offers. But they definitely sell the metal straws as well. Thank you. So wash your hair less often. This sounds crazy, but when you wash your hair, you're stripping your scalp of those natural oils that it produces. The less often you wash your hair, the better your scalp will be able to balance, the less oily your scalp will become. It's going to take a slight adjustment, so you might be quite oily for a while. I'm actually quite dry, so that was not an issue for me. But you want to stop stripping the oils. You also want to make sure that you're using a really gentle but effective shampoo. And of course, Beauty Counter has a number of those as well. A specialized line as well as our general shampoo and conditioner. We now have a Repair and Nourish line, and we have a Smooth and Control line. So I've been using the Repair and Nourish. I wash my hair maybe twice a week, tops. I think Jenny can attest to the fact that it doesn't smell bad, hopefully. We work together, and really I have no trouble with overly oily scalp or really overly dry hair anymore. For a while I was just using baby shampoo because that's all my scalp could handle, but now I'm back up to adult shampoo. Thank you, Jenny. Awesome. Ditch the perfume that goes along with fragrance. There are some great little apothecaries you can find in pockets of the world that will mix a custom fragrance for you using essential oils if you love perfume. Oh, excellent. So Jenny, you also don't wash your hair often, and I can attest that you have beautiful hair. It certainly does not look greasy or odd in any way. So definitely try to cut back. And cut back slowly. You know, you don't have to go cold turkey or no poo altogether as it's known, but cut back on the number of times you wash your hair. Ditch the perfume, get a custom blend, start to play with essential oils yourself, but if you do that, please work with someone who really knows essential oils, because, oh, awesome, Leah, 2 or 3 times a week, fantastic. Because essential oils, you know, it really is its own medicine, so you have to have someone who knows them very, very well if you want to blend your own. There's synergies. They can do wacky things if you mix the wrong ones together. Personally, I love just a little bit of lavender oil. That's my favorite. It's very safe for the skin. I find it soothing and reduces stress. And if I'm feeling perfumey, that's what I use, just a touch of lavender oil. Also switch to a safer sunblock. So you want to switch to a mineral-based sunblock, non-nano, because they really, again, in the not tested category, they don't know what happens when zinc oxide and titanium dioxide get in the body. There's just not been studies on it, so why let it get in? The nanoparticles are really, really tiny. They do get into your body. Those are the kind, of course, that, you know, rub in so clear and looks like regular sunblock, but we just don't know the effect of the nanoparticles of zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. So best to avoid them. So you want to look for non-nano. And of course, I'm going to bring out ours. We've got a sunscreen cream and a sunscreen stick. They are SPF 30 because a mineral sunblock is never any stronger than SPF 30, just so you know why it's 30 and not higher. If you see anything higher, it means that it has chemical sunblock or they're lying on the label. It's one or the other. With a mineral sunblock, interestingly enough, you do not have to keep reapplying it if you don't sweat or swim it off. It will stay on your body. It does not degrade in the sun, so it's much stronger in that sense than a chemical sunblock, which will degrade in the sun, and that's why you have to constantly reapply those. If you don't sweat much and if you're not swimming and the sunblock is staying on your body, you do not need to reapply a mineral sunblock, which is a great thing about it. Other things, you want to avoid retinols in your sunblock. Pardon me. They can actually, even though they're supposed to pause aging, they can advance, and they can even advance melanomas and the like. So you have to be super, super careful if you are using retinols at the advice of your dermatologist. Please never, ever go outside without sunblock. Which they should be telling you anyway, but on advice of a dermatologist, if you're using it, please, please always wear sunblock. All right, so those are my tips for safer living. Oh, the stick sunscreen comes in a smaller size as well. This is our large body size. There's a smaller size known as our face size. It's narrower, it's smaller, and gets in the little crevices of your face, and it works really, really well on a wiggly child. Having done that with 3 of my own. So talk a little bit now about where you should start. So we've talked about all of these chemicals, this stuff that hasn't been tested, and the skin being our largest organ. So where do you start with cleaning up? What should be the first thing that you start with? Things that you put all over your body. So any kind of a moisturizer. I love the baby oil. Unscented, it's beautiful, simple, works great. Not greasy, so you won't get all shiny and greasy from it. You can open a doorknob after using it. We also have a rosemary citrus scented body oil that's lovely. We have various body creams. You want to switch to a cream, something that you'll reapply multiple times through the day. And, oh goodness, I can't open it. It's a little stuck. This one's our Enriched Body Butter. It's our very thick cream. There, you can see it. I'm going to put it on my hand and show you that I'm not sure how well it's going to show on the video, but I'm not greasy. And still, it's super, super moisturizing. We have a hand cream. You know, start with those. Start with those with your safer ingredients. What goes on your body stays on your body. Things like sunblock, things like hand cream, body oils, whatever you're putting on your kids for a barrier cream or a diaper cream. You want something that is safe as well. Things that you put on your lips. Really important for those to be safe, because everything we put on our lips, we eat. Things that you put on your eyes are easily absorbed into your body. If you want to go whole hog and replace everything at once, go for it. But if you want to start small, which is always the way I like to start, smaller steps, start with the body creams and the sunblocks and the kids and baby products, because children eat the bath water too, so whatever you're washing them with, you want that to be super safe. And lips, and then move on. When you are thinking in terms of your face, I'm going to recommend a couple of regimes, and then I'll demonstrate our 5-minute face. Keep asking questions. So I'm often asked what my daily routine is. And Beauty Counter, when I joined, did not have, we now have this Beauty Counter Plus line with targeted skincare for brightening, hydration. Number 1 is brightening, number 2 is hydration, it's called plumping, and number 3 is balancing, and it's great for combination and oily skin. Those were not around when I started, and I was dealing with a lot of discoloration from pregnancy, so melasma, which went from here all the way down to my chin, from here all the way down to my chin, and also up in my temples. And I'll get up nice close to the camera. Yikes, it's scary. I'm without makeup right now, so I can demonstrate the makeup. But you can see it's basically gone. So what I did was I used these rejuvenating toner pads as part of my daily routine. Oh, pardon me, that's where I started. Nourishing cream cleanser to wash my face with. About 3 times a week, instead of the Nourishing Cream Cleanser, I use the Nourishing Cream Exfoliator to make sure to get off the dead skin and refresh my skin. Exfoliating is an essential part of your skincare routine. So our cream exfoliator is very gentle, and it uses jojoba microbeads, which are totally safe for the environment, biodegradable. They are not clogging up our water streams at all in any way, and they also don't rip your face like things like apricot scrub can be very, very rough on your face. Those are very gentle, very effective. Then I would use half a toner pad once a day. They're recommended to use 2 to 3 times a week, but my skin does not naturally exfoliate on its own. It needs a lot of help, and I'm extremely dry. So I did that. And then followed it with the Rejuvenating Radiance Serum. It was called Counter Time at the time. And that's great for brightening and reducing discoloration on the face. It's a light moisturizer. It's also great for anti-aging. And then I would put on a face oil. This is our most revolutionary product. Now I'm showing you the small one because this one still has the nice label on it. For whatever reason, my face oils have worn off the label, probably from too many times my kids grabbing them and using them. They're very safe. Number 1 is brightening. This is what I would have used. I used to use instead number 1 was soothing, and that has been discontinued. But what you do to use a face oil is a couple drops in your hand. Now I'm using 4 because I like to use this one on my neck as well, and on my hands, the back of my hands, which show aging. Just rub lightly to warm it up and to dispense it on both hands, and then press it into your skin. And pressing into your skin actually puts more product on your face than rubbing it, which puts more product into your hands. Back of your hands show aging. So if you're using any anti-aging product, I highly recommend that you put it on the back of your hands when you're done doing your face, your neck as well, because that will help not age or improve the appearance of those particular areas. So that was my routine. Now it's a little bit simpler. So I wash with the cleansing balm, which is my favorite beauty counter product. It takes care of sunburn, mosquito bites, cleansing, overnight mask, oil washing, tons of things. I do use the Rejuvenating Radiance Serum daily. I use the toning pads maybe 2 to 3 times a week, and I do exfoliate 2 to 3 times a week with the cream exfoliator. And then I use an oil. I use the oil twice a day. And once in a while, when I'm feeling extra dry, I'll add in our Counter Match Adaptive Moisturizer, which adapts to the changing needs of your skin. And Jenny, it's fantastic. The Counter Match is amazing. I'll bring some to work and I'll give you a sample of it. That is harder to sample out when you're not in person because of it has no preservatives. So the container itself is what keeps it safe and why you don't have to store it in the refrigerator. So if I put it in a jar, by the time it gets to you when I mail it, it's no longer going to be good. So sorry I can't send that out. Most of the other products I'm really happy to send samples of. I can't sample the mascara either, but I can sample most other products. If you are more oily or combination, I'm going to recommend that you do the Korean cleaning method, which means that you start with the cleansing balm and you clean your face with that, and then you wash with the charcoal cleansing bar. And yes, Leah, I can go ahead and post how to do that routine, and I'll post a link on oil cleansing in general. It's a lovely little self-care ritual that you can do. Put it all over your face, take a steamy washcloth, drape it on your face, breathe in the steam, and once the washcloth cools and you feel relaxed, you just wipe your face down. If you're dry, you're done. If you're oily, you then add a charcoal soap and you wash off the remaining oil, which will also wash away the toxins and impurities. I have several colleagues who have oily skin, rosacea, very acne prone, and that Korean cleansing method has worked wonders for them. Hi Pam, hi Evelyn, welcome. Thank you so much for joining, awesome. So now I'm moisturized. Now I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate the 5-minute face. So there are much better videos available by Christy Coleman, our makeup artist and the woman in charge of our whole color cosmetics line. And of her doing this, she's a phenomenal makeup artist, but you're going to have to deal with me. I'm a theatrical makeup artist. So I'm going to take our tint skin. I'm linen, second to palest, with olive undertones. So I'm going to put a little of this on the brush and just kind of work it into the brush and then work it into my skin in circles. Now, since I'm talking, it may take me a little bit more than 5 minutes, but it's generally very, very fast. This is a tinted moisturizer, but it is pretty heavily pigmented, so it covers really well, very much like a base, only it never feels like a base. So I really love this because I hate wearing base, but I like the way it evens out my skin tone. But by using the linen, now I'm nice and even. Oh, I got tan today. I should have mixed in a little bit sand. This is a little pale for me. Added extra moisture, evened things out, and I love the finish. It just looks nicely done. Now, being a mom of 3, I'm always tired and I always have dark circles under my eyes. So I'm going to use the concealer. This is the second step in our 5-minute makeup. But don't just kind of rub under your eye. You want to sort of draw a big triangle and stripes because you want to brighten the entire area, not just immediately under your eye. And I also like to brighten my eyelid. Now your eyelids tend to be veiny, and this will make it look like you're wearing a little bit of eyeshadow even if you're not. So I take my index finger because it's the one that will apply the least pressure, and I just blend that in. You can also use a brush if you're more comfortable using a brush. So I could even dab that in with my retractable kabuki brush if I prefer to do a brush. And there we go. So nicely done. Again, looks a little more finished. Yeah, it really is incredible. And they're light and they feel amazing. Little pop of color on the cheek can do a lot too. So I'm going to go in with the Tawny Whisper, which is a kind of a peachy and bronzy color. And I like to mix this together. When you're using this, do brush off, do tap off the extra. Smile, and just with little circles, apply to your cheek. Now, I'm deliberately only doing one cheek here because I want to show you the bronzer on my other cheek. So current Beauty Counter promotion through tonight, 10 p.m. Pacific time. So that's what, 1 a.m. Eastern time, midnight Central. And there we go, just a little pop of color, nothing that looks more like, you know, I ran into a meeting and I'm just naturally flushed. I want to show the bronzer on the other side of my face. Whoops, sorry about that. Avner? Oh, you're busy. Okay, anyway, let me show the bronzer. The bronzer is currently being offered as a gift with purchase with that nice contour brush. So this is my go-to look, is I take a nice big powder brush and I just take that bronzer, I'm a number 1, and make a nice big 3 around one side of my face and then 3 around the other side to have a more sun-kissed look versus a more made-up finished look. So this is my personal preference. This is part of the 5-minute face. This is the gift with purchase of $150 or more. Back to the 5-minute face. Really important step, eyebrows. Eyebrows frame the face. So what you want to do is lift your brow and you just start to make little drawings, almost like you're just drawing in the brow itself. A little hard to do on my phone, I have to say. It's also great to find a place that does beautiful shaping of your brows. So there's a little threading studio near my office that I love to go to. But my eyebrows are dark in the start and then they fade out to nothingness on the ends. And then you just take the little spoolie and you brush that through to make it look more natural. So I'm just kind of filling in where it's really, really light. Oh, Pam, don't worry about this. You've never done eye pencil before. I promise you, if I can do it, anyone can do it. I never did it before. I used a powder for a while, but that didn't go so well for me. So I actually would have my eyebrows dyed, which I stopped doing when I got pregnant with my eldest child. And I picked up the pencil probably about a year ago. And you just take a really, really light touch. And the good thing is, if you mess it up, it's so easy to just wipe it off and start again. Take a little bit of, honestly, a little bit of olive oil on a cotton ball, wiped on your eyebrow, will take it all off and you can start again. Or just wash it off. It's very simple, but it adds a lot of impact. And I love the way a finished brow looks on the face. You can take our mascara. Now, we launched a new volumizing mascara, and I am obsessed with this. We improved our lengthening mascara, so for anyone who used it previously, it now does wash off with a makeup remover really nicely. Before, it was incredibly stubborn. But I love this volumizing mascara. You want to get your lashes to curl a little bit? When you apply, wiggle at the base and then kind of angle the brush towards your nose and then angle it out. And you can see the difference. So wiggle at the base to get it going, angle it more up than out, and it'll tend to curl the eyelash a bit more. I have very, very sensitive eyes. I'm just going to load up the brush again for my left eye. And I've never had trouble with our mascara. It does not flake, it does not irritate, it is totally usable. And you can see the difference between mascara and no mascara. Now, I have really long lashes, but they're really, really blonde. So without makeup, it looks like I have no lashes, and with makeup, it looks like I'm wearing falsies. I'm not. That's just our amazing volumizing mascara. So hopefully you can see that. It separates your lashes really nicely as well. And the lengthening mascara works beautifully, lengthens the lashes, and now washes off. And the final step of the 5-minute face is a lip. So I'm feeling a little neutral tonight. Our lip glosses come in many colors. They're pretty subtle even if they look dark in the tube. So this is our, and I'm just looking for my cloth and I seem to have lost it. This is Sienna. Which is just a beautiful, like, chocolatey color. And yeah, I can't find my tissue, so we're gonna go old school back of the hand. That's a little embarrassing. This is the one that I wear most often. This is Buff. It is almost next to nothing. If you have really nice natural lip color and you're asking me which gloss you should get, I'm going to recommend Buff. This is really my favorite. It's almost not there. It enhances the color of your lip naturally. Everyone who I've recommended to has loved it. And then I love Sienna, I love Fig. I actually love them all. I'm not a pinky person with gloss, so I tend to shy away from the pinks. But our Bare Shimmer is a beautiful shimmery color, and I do recommend that as well. So that is our 5-minute face, taking a lot longer than 5 minutes because I'm talking the whole time. There is a significant savings when you purchase that. I believe it's $148. And if you throw in one stick lip balm, you'll be over the threshold for the free bronzer and the free angled brush. If you qualify with a purchase of over $150, then I'm going to throw in your choice of makeup brushes to complement your makeup set. Either the retractable kabuki brush or the powder brush, which is what I use to apply the bronzer on the left side of my face. So I will get that out to you. You just, Brad or Jenny, let me know what the orders are, and that's for over $150. You have to let me know. Again, Esther Cohen Bezborodko. You can message me directly on Facebook. Let me know which one you would prefer. If you join our Band of Beauty program, which is our membership program, it is $29 for a year, and the current promotion is when you spend over $50, you will get a free Champagne Pearl eyeshadow duo, which is actually a $34 value, so you're getting more than what you're paying for. You'll get free shipping with your order of over $100, any order over $100. So it really, and you'll get 15% back towards your next order. So it really pays for itself instantly. It's called Band of Beauty. It's a phenomenal way to get involved. If this appealed to you and you're interested in hosting a Beauty Counter event and introducing your friends, please reach out to Brad or Jenny or me and let us know, and we're very happy to set that up for you. And if this really spoke to you, honestly, the best way to become involved is to become a consultant. You're making your voice heard that that you need safer beauty in the world. You're spreading that safer beauty to your friends and family, and it's a great thing when you see someone love a product and you know that it's better for them. If you're interested in that, again, please reach out to any of us. We would love to have you join the mission. 99% of the country is not aware that we're even around, so it's a fantastic time to join. And if you do join, then I'm going to additionally gift you one of our Beauty Counter Plus sets, which comes with, if I can find it really quickly, I have like 6 bags at my feet with all of the different products in them. This one sounds promising. Bottles clinking. There we go. It comes with a full-size mist, a full-size mask, and a full-sized face oil. So if you join the team, you're going to get one of these. If you join with a kit, I should say, with the starter kit. I will send you your choice of regime 1, which is brightening, 2, which is plumping, 3, which is balancing. One word of caution, number 2, I'm a celiac. It uses rye seed extract, which means that I cannot use the spray because the spray has too big a chance of getting in my mouth. I have no problem with the mask because it's not near my mouth. I specifically avoid that area with the number 2 mask. But if you do have a gluten sensitivity, I strongly recommend that you do not use the number 2 spray because of the rye seed extract in it. And that is this one, the number 2 Plumping and Peony. It smells amazing. It's beautiful. I just can't use it. That is the only thing that you really have to avoid very carefully if you are gluten sensitive. So again, the giveaways, $150 purchase will not only get you the bronzer and the angled blush brush, but your choice of powder brush or retractable brush. The joining will get you your choice of the full-sized kit. Oh, and I didn't do my $200. $200 order or more will get you your choice of the other mascara that you didn't pick. So if you pick volumizing for your set, you'll get lengthening. If you pick lengthening, you'll get volumizing, and also one more lip gloss. So, and of course these stack onto each other. So if you are interested in any of those, just reach out to me. Thank you so much for joining. I hope that this was informative. It's certainly fun to have all you on and meet everyone. If you have any questions, please do ask. You can post in this event. You can message any of us. And again, thank you, and thank you for choosing to watch. Have a great evening, everyone. Take care. And I'll be online tonight for a few more hours, so do feel free to ask your questions. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Bye-bye.